Hey there, fellow bass players and musicians around the world. I'm Steve Klusner. Welcome to bass lesson number 13. For today's bass lesson, we're going to talk about building bass lines. Now, a good bass line could be simple and repetitious, or it could be busy and complicated. What the two have in common is they complement the song, and they provide the song groove, and they round out the bottom. So that's what we're going to work on today, building bass lines. We're going to be playing in G major, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, and G. Over here are all the triads within the G major scale, and the triads make up these chords. Now if you're unfamiliar with this, go back and watch lesson number 1. For demonstration purposes, we're going to be playing a 1-5-6-4. It's going to be simple, but we're going to build a nice bass line to make it groove. All right? And the 1-5-6-4 is G major, D major, E minor, and C major. Now, as I'm playing the bass lines, there will be slides below me that appear, and they'll give you the chord, the tablature, the measures, the timing, and the actual notes we'll be playing. Now for the first example, we're just going to get familiar with this chord progression by holding the root note to each chord, and we'll just be playing whole notes. For the next bass line, we're going to be playing the triads over each chord. So we'll be playing G, B, D, G. Then we go to the 5 chord, D, F sharp, A, D. Then we go to the 6 chord, E, G, B, E. Then we go to the 4 chord, C, E, G, C. And then we'll end on the G. Now we could certainly walk a bass line over this entire piece of music and use every beat in the measure, but that really wouldn't complement this piece of music. Sometimes it's not a matter of how many notes you play, it's the notes that you don't play that really count. And those notes that you don't play offer feel and make the bass line interesting. So now we're going to work on rests. Now we count the measures 1N, 2N, 3N, 4N. We're just going to play on the 1N, and we're going to rest on 2N, 3N, 4N. Alright? So we'll play GG, DD, EE, CC. And once again, we're playing on the 1N, and we rest on 2N, 3N, 4N. Alright, now we're going to play on the 1 and 2N, and we're going to rest on the 3 and 4N. And what we're going to play is GG, BD, DD, F sharp, A, EE, GB, CC, EG, and then we'll end GG. For the next line, we'll be playing on the 1 and 2N. We're going to rest on the 3, and then we'll play on the N, 4N. So it's going to sound like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4N. Now refer to the slide below for all the notes that I'll be playing. Alright, now to develop a little bit of a different feel, we're just going to be playing on the N. So it's going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And that kind of gives it a reggae type of feel. And we're just going to be playing the root note for each chord. But again, we're just playing on the N's. We're going to stay with the reggae type feel now, but we're going to count a little different. We're going to count it 1 and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and. We're going to rest on the 1 and we're going to rest on the 3. So rest on the 1 and rest on the 3. It's going to sound like this: 1 and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and. We're just going to be playing the triad for each chord that we're playing. Refer to the slide below and follow along. Now, if we use certain elements of everything that we just discussed into a bass line, it's going to sound something like this. Okay, now it's your turn. I'm going to play keyboard now and accompany you. And you try to use elements from everything we just learned and come up with your own bass line. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the lesson and you learned how to build bass lines from scratch. If you enjoyed the lesson, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Visit me at stevekonbass.com, and if you'd like private lessons with me, just drop me an email. And if you need a straight beat just to practice over, I'll put a link below in the description box and at the end of the video, and that'll take you to a straight beat where you can just practice this lesson over. Alright, happy bass playing. I'll catch you all next time.